This is the first unfurnished apartment in my life. I was always dreaming about huge bed. First vacation in 4 years.
It's a turtle shell. It's a baby turtle shell. Hey, look, it's moving again.
Huge stress levels that probably coming from PCOS. My mind is exploding from all these habits that I need to do daily. My skin is getting so much. I wasn't drinking alcohol, I wasn't eating sugar, and I wasn't eating gluten. Привет, дневник. It's been so long since last episode, so many things happened that I don't even know what to start. We moved to the new apartment. This is the first unfurnished apartment in my life. Before I was only renting furnished apartments. I did not expect that decorating apartment would be so expensive. When I started counting how much stuff we need to buy, that was insane. When we moved to this apartment, it was completely empty. Brian had to use luggage instead of table for work. We were sleeping on the mattress. We had completely no furniture, no washing machine, literally nothing. It was only stove, toilet, and that's it. We spent a lot of money to buy necessities like couch with little chairs, like bed, washing machine, microwave. We also bought tables for work. We bought a huge bed. I was always dreaming about huge bed, and I was like, okay, if we buy stuff, this is gonna be already our stuff. We need to go all in and buy like super beautiful and nice things that we will enjoy. We bought 2 meters by 2 meters bed, which is like extremely huge. The bed is literally taking the whole bedroom space. There's literally nothing else in this room. There's only bed. This bed is huge. It's super big. Okay, ready? Let's count how many people's gonna fit in this bed. We're gonna measure the bed. Okay. Ready? He's not letting me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly 5 people. I'm planning to get night tables there because right now everything is just like not organized, but I don't think there's something else gonna go there because there's literally no space in this room. But yeah, I have a lot of plans, and the next episodes I probably will show you little by little how I'm like decorating this apartment. Yes, it's still not our apartment, we still renting, but I definitely want to share these moments because this is important time in my life when I'm building something like mine. Nothing so much was happening in these 4 months. I was dealing with anxiety, I was having some mental problem. The only big event we did is we went to San Salvador. It was first vacation in 4 years, first real vacation when we did not bring our computers, we did not bring iPads, like no work equipment. I did bring camera, of course, but I wasn't really filming vlog. I just filmed little tiny parts of us hanging out near the beach.
Turtle shell!
Wow.
Look what I found!
Hey, look what we found. Hey, Katie. It's a turtle shell. It's a baby turtle shell, I think. Right? Isn't that what it is?
By the way, it turned out it wasn't turtle shell. It was like actual creature that was like climbing under the sand.
It turned out it's moving thing. It's alive.
How do you know it's moving? Yeah, it's moving. Look at that.
Gonna stay here forever looking at those. You look funny.
Hey, look, it's moving again.
Felt so bad because I thought that I was gonna take it with me, and I was keeping it outside of water for long that I was like so worried that I'm gonna kill this. But now I'm safely returned it into the water after realizing it was alive and letting it go.
Really nice.
We spent in Salvador around 4 or 5 days, and we were just chilling near the pool, hanging out on the beach, enjoying our time.
We have what? Oh yeah, we got co-hops. Is he working today? Does he work Saturdays?
For me, it was also first vacation when I wasn't drinking alcohol, I wasn't eating sugar, and I wasn't eating gluten. So I stayed in track with my habits, and it was like a really good experience.
It's time to see a sunset. Look how beautiful it is.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
As I already mentioned, I wasn't feeling great past months, and the big reason for that I'm dealing with multiple issues at the same time, like anxiety disorder, PCOS, huge stress levels that probably coming from PCOS. My mind is exploding from all these habits that I need to do daily, and I have a list of like 20 things that I need to do to keep my anxiety, to keep my like stress levels in normalized, to heal my PCOS. There's so many things you need to do, and you always need to keep them in mind. And I also have OCD, so it's supposed to be in certain order, and I can't skip anything. It's giving me more stress. I've been trying to figure out ways how to keep all these habits in my life and how to like live normally without worrying so much and without putting so much pressure to myself, and at the same time to not give up on all these habits, because sometimes when I feel like I'm overstressed and like overwhelmed too much, I'm giving myself a break. I don't do like anything. I just like don't have any habits for like a week or two, and then I noticing that I'm feeling not so great, because if I don't do all of this stuff, my PCOS hitting, I'm getting anemia, I'm getting even more anxiety because my hormone level is like crazy, and it was just insane. Trying to figure out the main habits that I need to have in my life, like daily activities, eating enough protein, and there's so much stuff that I'm doing. Cooking is so exhausting. Can you relate? Oh my god. I have to put tomato instead of tripod. I'm listening to audiobook and cooking for the past 4 hours. Damn it. I dropped you. There's one thing that experts in PCOS telling what girls should do in order to treat PCOS naturally, and one of the most important things is moving a lot and being active, having an active lifestyle. This is like my biggest problem and my biggest challenge, but apparently it's a really good way. You can fake active lifestyle without actually having super active lifestyle. You can start walking every day, at least for 1 hour, but the problem is that I live in Colombia and I'm not super safe to walk alone outside. I came up with the idea. I started walking at home, in my living room, in circles. Yes, it's weird, but it does the job and it's helping with my PCOS.
나랑 비슷한 처지라고 생각했어요. 매번, 아니 한 번쯤은 그래서 날 도와준 거라고.
당신이든 말든 상관없었습니다.
You already know that I'm a little tech geek and I love all this stuff. I've been testing smart ring, that ultra human ring. This helped in my OCD. I was always stressing out about like going somewhere without phone because I wouldn't be able to count my steps. Yes, I have OCD about this stuff, and it's like it's really hard for me. If I'm counting steps, I need to count steps every time. So I've been completely in my health journey and it's honestly been exhausting, and I'm trying to figure out everything. But I have to say, I'm feeling much better. I haven't felt like this for a long time. That's basically what was happening the past 4 months. I hope the next days of my life will be like much sooner than in 4 months, because like I hope I feel much better and I will have a lot of more stuff happening in my life. See you in the next video. Love yourself.